Yeah, our active pattern here in Nebraska started yesterday, especially as soon as the morning hours. Had a round then and around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then another round came for us later in the evening and produced some beautiful rainbows across the area. In fact, some double rainbows, if you can kind of get this hint from a picture Mason sent into our newsroom. Gorgeous look of that full arc you can see, and then kind of the shadow of the second rainbow starting to form. And I've seen evidence that that second rainbow happened because that was kind of when I was trying to go to bed. Also stayed up for some of the stronger storms in the evening because it looked like some hail was headed for me for a little time there, but it didn't look like it really amounted to much. Here in Lincoln, maybe areas south saw a little bit more hail, but we didn't see too many reports out of that round. Now, our active pattern does continue for us today and potentially into tomorrow before we'll have high pressure kind of spread out for the middle of this week and calm us down. But we know how active this time of year can be. ABC News camera at North 48th and Cornhusker Highway, not active at the moment. In fact, we're going to be pretty calm through a good portion of the morning and into the afternoon. Temperatures are starting out in the 50s for many of us. 58 degrees in Lincoln, 59 in Nebraska City and Beatrice, up to 60 degrees right now in Grand Island. Kind of mild for this time of the year. Usually temperatures run in the lower 50s about now, especially for us here in Lincoln and southeast Nebraska, but 56 degrees still in Broken Bow, cooler in the Panhandle where temperatures have fallen into the upper 40s. Winds are calm for a lot of us, especially for the eastern half of the state. Working your way towards Valentine, you'll see wind speeds are a little bit stronger and out of the north and west, kind of on the right side of that system that is centered to our north. That's continually going to give us some more chances for rain and stronger thunderstorms, especially by tonight. But that complex that did move through yesterday evening is now pushed into Iowa at this point. Still some kind of thinning clouds at this point in eastern Nebraska. A few light sprinkles were noted, as you can see, within the last couple hours in southwest Nebraska, and a few more light showers ongoing in the Panhandle. We may even see some more rain in southeast Nebraska through the rest of the morning, maybe even an isolated rumble of thunder, but this not associated with the thunderstorms and the stronger storms that may turn to be severe as we go late tonight into the overnight hours. This may play a part, as you can imagine, each of these rounds influencing one another. This may play a part in what we see across southeast Nebraska, kind of pushing some of those storms and stronger storms further north later this evening, but we'll have to watch for it because there is some clearing that happens throughout the afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. But you'll see what I mean in terms of these stronger storms kind of erupting across eastern and southwestern Nebraska after the sun goes down tonight. Particularly in southwest Nebraska, we'll be watching for a little bit higher of a tornado threat and the chance for that. But then even into eastern Nebraska and see northeast Nebraska later this evening, some scattered strong and severe storms expected, especially as the sun goes down into late tonight. So this will be, a vulnerable time period where you'll want to stay weather aware and make sure your phone is on and make sure you can receive alerts in multiple ways as we go into overnight and you're thinking about laying your head down to go to sleep. These storms still impacting much of eastern Nebraska around 11 o'clock. You'll still see a few stronger storms across southwest Nebraska too, and then it continues to move east overnight. This is still 3 a.m. A lot of us, if we've been sleeping, are still probably waking up at this point, and then we'll kind of see a lull as we go closer to about 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So a longer event, an overnight event, but especially in this southwestern region where you see the enhanced level 3 out of 5 risk, we've got the better chance for all severe weather modes, including a few tornadoes, some damaging wind, and some larger hailstones expected. You'll see that tornado risk does turn to a 5% over the southwestern region, but still, you can see that tornado risk not 0 across much of eastern Nebraska, 2 for tonight. The large hail risk, especially across western Nebraska, those hatch marks mean 2 inches, if not larger, will be possible, and then damaging wind gusts, especially across southwest Nebraska, will be possible and could be 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts, if not stronger. So a lot to be aware of, especially for tonight into the overnight hours. Then storms look to redevelop along a cold front by tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures in the 80s over the next couple of days until we calm down, get some high pressure into place, clearing us out for Wednesday and most of Thursday, and then storms pick back up towards the end of this week and into this weekend. So especially stay aware tonight into the overnight hours because this is kind of the worst time for some of those storms to form, and they'll carry into tomorrow morning.
All righty, sounds good. Thank you very much, Jessica.